Hello everyone, how are you all of you? Welcome again in our online session. In this session, we are going to study about stereochemistry and isomerism. In this session, we'll study in detail about different types of stereoisomerism, classification of stereoisomerism, right? Even the subtypes of isomerism like structural, geometrical, cis-trans isomerism, EZ isomerism, right, optical isomerism. So all the types of isomerisms are included in this topic, right? So we'll see that. So first of all, what is stereoisomerism? What is stereochemistry? Actually, the word stereo, that is related with three-dimensional space, right? Stereo. And we know what are isomers. The compounds which are having same molecular formula but different structure, they are known as isomers, right? And the phenomena is known as isomerism. But here there is specific for stereoisomerism, right? That in this they have same molecular formula as well as they also have same structural formula, but what is the difference? They are arranged differently in three-dimensional spatial arrangements, right? Either the groups or atoms or any functional groups, or these atoms are arranged in different three-dimensional geometrical arrangement. They are known as stereoisomers, and this phenomena is known as stereoisomerism, right? Means those isomers which are having same formula, same functional groups, even similar structural formula, but what is the difference? The 3D arrangement of the functional groups are different, so they are classified as stereoisomers, right? And due to this different types of spatial arrangements of groups or atoms, the stereoisomerism have different types, right? Even it has different types of configurations as well as different types of isomerisms are present. We'll see that. So majorly this stereoisomers, they are majorly classified into two types. One are known as constitutional isomers and another are stereoisomers, right? Constitutional, they are also known as structural isomers. Structural means isomerism like chain isomerism, skeletal isomerism, right? Position isomerism, functional group isomerism, that all type of isomerism is included in constitutional or structural, right? In this they have different IUPAC names and they might be having same or different functional groups, as well as they also have different physical properties. Even they might be having different chemical properties, right? Chemically they might be different, physically also the state nature might be different. They are classified as constitutional or structural isomers. And second are stereoisomers. So in this, as we have seen that stereoisomers differ only in the way that the atoms or functional groups, they are oriented in three-dimensional space. Means how the atoms or group of atoms or functional groups, they are present around the three-dimensional geometrical space, they are classified as stereoisomers. Even they have same identical IUPAC names, even prefix like cis or trans, like cis-trans isomers, even the prefix is same, and even they have same type of functional group. You can see that is the difference. In constitutional isomer they have different IUPAC name, but here you can see they have similar identical IUPAC name except like cis or trans isomer which is written in the prefix, right? And even you can see they have different functional groups. Here it is mentioned that they have similar functional groups, so obviously the properties of stereoisomerism so slightly would be similar, right? Even there is a particular three-dimensional arrangement that is known as configuration. So the stereoisomers, they differ in this configuration, means how the atoms or group of atoms are arranged in 3D space. So that is how they are classified as stereoisomers, right? We'll see here classification and different types of isomerism that is mentioned in detail. There are 2-3 different types of classifications which are included over here. We'll see that in this first one it is classified as stereoisomerism in the center. They can be converted or transmitted into two types. One is configurational, another is conformational, right? Again, in configuration it is having two subtypes. One is optical isomer, second are geometrical isomers, right? Even you can see here isomers are classified into two types. One are structural isomers, or we have seen constitutional or structural isomers. Second are stereoisomers. Again, these stereoisomers are classified into subtypes like enantiomers, which are known as mirror image isomers. Second are diastereomers, which are non-mirror image isomers, right? One are enantiomers, second are diastereomers, and even these diastereomers are non-mirror image, means they are not mirroring, they are not equal to each other, right? They are not exactly the same structure like enantiomers, and even they are classified into two types. One are configurational diastereomers and second are cis-trans geometrical isomers, right? Configurational and geometrical cis-trans isomer. We'll see all this different types of isomers in detail, right? This is overall classification given here. We'll see individually all the types. Here also it is classified that isomers, they can be classified into two types. One is constitutional or structural. You can see structural, here it is shown position isomerism. This compound is 3 carbon, it is propane, and on second carbon there is fluorine, so it is 2-fluoropropane. While here you can see there are 3 carbons, on first carbon there is fluorine, so it is 1-fluoropropane. This is 2-fluoropropane, so they belong to this constitutional or structural isomerism. Second part is stereoisomerism. They are known as spatial isomers, means how the groups of atoms are arranged in this 3-dimensional space. Even subtypes are, one is diastereomer, second are enantiomer. You can see enantiomer are mirror image. There is a mirror in the center. You can see this compound fluorine, chlorine, bromine and hydrogen. Here also fluorine, chlorine, bromine and hydrogen, and central carbon atoms, they both are mirror image, so they are classified as enantiomers, right? And diastereomers are non-mirror image. In that sub classification is cis-trans isomers. They are also known as geometrical isomers or simply cis-trans isomers. We'll see all this type of isomers in detail. Cis, and shortly you can see that if two groups are on same side of the double bond, they are known as cis isomers, and if they are opposite to each other around the double bond, they are known as trans isomer, right? Cis, they are on the same side. You can see both hydrogen on same side, both methyl on same side of this carbon-carbon double bond. Such type of isomers are cis isomers. And here you can see in trans isomer, the groups are away or opposite to each other, they are classified as trans isomer. That is a cis-trans isomerism. Same way, second type are, subtype is conformers. They are also named as rotamers, or sometimes it is known as rotational isomerism, right? It is mostly found in alkanes as well as in cycloalkanes, where there is rotation around the carbon-carbon single bond, means the carbon-carbon sigma bond is rotated around the axis. You can rotate the functional groups around the carbon-carbon sigma bond axis. Such type of isomers are known as rotamers or conformational isomerism, right? Here it is shown 2-dimensional Newman projection. This compound is butane, both are N-butane, right? Newman's projection, they are isomers of each other. We'll see all this different types of isomerism in detail. This is another type of classification. In this you can start over here, compounds with same molecular formula, right? But here there is same connectivity and here there is different connectivity. Means the groups or functional groups or atoms, they are connected in similar manner. There is no change of the carbon atoms, or there is no change in the position of functional groups. They are present on the same carbon, so it is written here same connectivity. And here there is different connectivity, means they might be attached on different carbon atoms, right? In subtype same connectivity, they are classified as stereoisomers, right? Means molecular formula is also same, as well as the connectivity or group of atoms is also similar. They are classified as stereoisomers, right? And if the connectivity is different, then they are known as constitutional isomers, or you can also name them as structural isomers, right? And even the stereoisomers, they are subclassified into two types. One with no chiral center, means which are not having optically active centers, right? Means they cannot rotate the plane polarized light, means they are not optically active, that is known as, which are having no chiral carbon atoms. In that we have cis trans isomers, EZ isomers, right? Also you can name them as diastereomers, right? That is one type. Second type is with chiral carbon or chiral center. Actually, what is this chiral we'll also see in detail. Chiral or chiral, it means that a carbon atom which is having all the four valencies attached with all different functional groups, that carbon is known as chiral carbon, right? Chiral, or you can also say it as chiral. It means that carbon which is attached with all the four different types of functional group, or its valence is satisfied with all the four different types of functional groups or atoms. It is known as chiral carbon or chiral center. No chiral means either one or two groups might be similar, so it is non-chiral. And if it is chiral, then all the four groups or atoms which are attached to carbon, they might be different. It is sometimes also named as asymmetric center, or optically active center, or asymmetric center, right? Or chiral center. Here it is classified into two subtypes: more than one chiral center or with one chiral center. With one chiral center, there is enantiomer. We have seen this enantiomer, that is mirror image isomers of each other. They are known as enantiomers. And with more than one chiral centers, we are having two types. One is achiral and chiral. Achiral means meso compounds which are optically inactive meso compounds, and chiral, it is having two types. One are mirror image. Mirror image are known as enantiomers, right? And non-mirror images are known as diastereomer. It is a sub-classification you can see here, right? And third major type is rotation about the single bonds, or rotation around the carbon-carbon single bonds, means which can rotate around the carbon-carbon sigma bond axis. You can rotate the functional groups. They are known as conformational isomers or conformers in general, and sometimes they are also known as atrop isomers, right? Conformational isomers or atrop isomers, they have property to rotate around the carbon-carbon sigma bond. So you can see it is a huge flow chart pattern of classification mentioned here. We'll discuss major of all these isomers in detail. Here there is again classification of stereoisomerism. You can see stereoisomers with the molecules with same molecular formula but different arrangement. You can see a different arrangement, they are known as stereoisomers. Even same molecular formula, same structural formula, same connectivity, but different geometrical arrangement or different spatial arrangement, they are known as stereoisomers, right? They can be classified into two types. One are geometrical isomerism and second is optical isomerism, right? In geometrical, these isomers, they have same chemical property, even same functional groups, different physical property and different spatial arrangement, right? Means here the geometrical isomers have similar chemical properties as well as similar functional group, but physically they are different, like melting points, boiling points, solubility, density. All this property of geometrical isomers are different, right? In that there are two types, one is cis and one is trans. We have seen that if both group of atoms are on same side, it is known as cis isomer, and if both are on opposite side, right, you can see this green functional groups, they are on the opposite side, green spheres are on opposite side, so it is trans isomer. And if they are on same side, it is known as cis isomer, right? So both are chemically similar but physical properties are slightly different. Similarly, second major part is optical isomerism. In this optical isomerism, they have same chemical property, even same functional group, but you can see the difference. Also they have same physical property like density, solubility, melting point, boiling point, everything is same. But here we have seen that in cis trans isomer they have different physical properties, right? But here they have identical or similar physical properties, and they are divided into two types. One are enantiomer, means mirror image of each other, and second enantiomer with mirror image. It is shown here. This both structure you can see carboxylic group, methyl group, alkyl group, amine group, hydrogen. Same way here also carboxylic acid, alkyl group, NH2 amine group and hydrogen, and these two central carbons, right? These two compounds are mirror image of each other, right? Left hand side and right hand side you can see. So they are known as enantiomers. Both are enantiomers of each other. Similarly, you can see here one is methyl group, another hydrogen, propyl group, ethyl group. All the four functional groups are different. Here also methyl, hydrogen, propyl and ethyl, all the groups are different, and there is a mirror. So they are mirror image as well as non-superimposable isomers, means you cannot superimpose these two isomers one on the another. You cannot keep this total isomer on over here because the arrangement of groups are different. So they are known as the enantiomers of each other. And here it is shown that carbon is having asymmetric center or chiral center or stereo center, as all the four functional groups are different. We have discussed that if all the four functional groups are different, it is known as chiral center or optically active compound. Same way you can see here also it is mentioned, one is L-glyceraldehyde, another is D-glyceraldehyde. Even both of these compounds are mirror image, they are isomers of each other. D means this OH is on right hand side, it is capital D isomer, and here OH is on left hand side, so it is capital L isomer, right? We'll discuss all this isomerism in detail. What is D, what is L, what are mirror image, what are superimposable images, what is optical activity. So in this slightly it is mentioned in the overview how this different types of classifications are present, right? So first type of isomerism is structural isomerism. Structural, or also it is known as constitutional isomerism. We'll discuss this, what is constitutional or what is structural isomer. Here it is mentioned that structural isomer, they are molecules with same molecular formula, right, but different structure, or there is different arrangement. The arrangement is different or the structure is different. They are known as structural or constitutional isomers, right? Say for one example is given here, C4H10, that is butane. Now butane has two isomers. One is normal butane, which we are saying as N-butane or normal butane, and its isomer is isobutane, right? N-butane and isobutane, there are two isomers. They are considered as structural or constitutional isomer. So how these both isomers are different from each other, N-butane and isobutane, you can see here the normal butane, or here it is all the 4 carbon of butane in one straight chain, it is normal butane. But while in this isobutane, you can see there is one branching of methyl group, 1, 2, 3 carbon, it is propane, right? And on the second carbon there is methyl group, you can see it is CH3 carbon and 3 hydrogen, it is methyl group. On 2 there is methyl, so 2 methyl propane, or also you can say isobutane or 2 methyl propane, both are same. So here there is branching of carbon, while here it is linear, so both are considered as structural isomers, or you can say skeletal or chain isomers of each other. Here it is shown that N-butane, normal butane, all the 4 carbons are linearly connected with each other, while in isobutane or 2-methyl propane there is branching. On second carbon there is methyl group, there is branching of carbon, right? They are classified as constitutional isomer, or you can say they are chain isomers or skeletal isomers of each other. Same way, ethanol and dimethyl ether both have same number of atoms. You can see 2 carbon, here also 2 carbon, 6 total 6 hydrogens, here also 6 hydrogens, and 1 oxygen in both. So both have same molecular formula, but the atoms are arranged in a different manner, or the way their atoms are connected in different manner. Here the functional groups itself, they are different, so they are functional groups isomers, right? Ethanol and dimethyl ether. Same way you can see 1 chlorobutane, on first carbon there is chlorine, that is 1 chlorobutane, and here on second carbon there is chlorine, so 2 chlorobutane. They both are constitutional isomers, or you can say position isomers of each other, right? Similarly, normal pentane and isopentane. Isopentane is having branching on second carbon, right? They both are structural isomers. And similarly, acetone and propionaldehyde both have same number of atoms, same type of atoms, but you can see again the functional group is different. Here the group is ketone, right? Acetone, it is propanone, but here this functional group is aldehyde, CHO, that is aldehyde group. So both are functional group isomers of each other, right? So that is one of the type of this constitutional isomerism. This is the subtype of constitutional isomerism or subtype of structural isomerism. The first type is chain isomerism. In this there is only difference in the chain of the carbon atom, while all the number of atoms are similar, same formula. We have discussed this N-butane, normal butane, all the 4 carbons are in straight chain, while in isobutane there is branching on this second carbon, right? So they are considered as chain isomers of each other, right? Second is position isomerism, means the position of functional group is on different carbon. You can see here it is 1 bromopropane, means on first carbon there is bromine, while here it is 2 bromopropane, bromine on second carbon, so it is 2 bromopropane. So the position of functional group is different, so they are classified as position isomers, right? Another subtype is functional group isomerism. Now in this type, what is the difference? That both compounds are having same formula, but functional groups are different. You can see here it is propanol, it is aldehyde compound, right? Propanol is aldehyde, while here propanon is ketone. So both have same number of carbon. You can see 3 carbon, 6 hydrogens total, and 1 oxygen. Here also 6 hydrogens, 3 carbons, and 1 oxygen. So both are having same formula, but functional groups are different, so they are known as functional group isomers of each other, right? Aldehyde, ketone, same way alcohol, ether, acid ester, they are considered as functional group isomers. Here you can see isomer, here it is functional group isomer like ether and alcohol, they are functional group isomers. Well, same way in aromatics it can have position isomer. The position of groups are different. Here you can see OH and NH2, it is on 1,2 position. 1,2 it is also known as ortho position. Well, here this OH and NH2 they are on 1,3 position, it is meta position, right? Same way 1 and 4th position, it is para position. Ortho, meta and para, they are considered as positional isomers of each other. Well, all the type of functional groups, even type of atoms are identical, but the arrangement or position of the groups are different, so they are known as positional isomers. Well, here you can see the functional groups are different, so they are known as functional isomers of each other. Next is Newman's projection. You can see here the compound is ethane. Ethane is shown in 2-dimensional geometry, right? This is first carbon CH3, you can see, with this 3 hydrogen atoms 1, 2 and 3, and this another methyl group is hidden behind this sphere. You can see 1, 2 and 3 hydrogen, they are behind the first carbon, and this carbon is hidden over here, right? This type of configuration is known as Newman's projection. It is a 2D presentation of this ethane molecule, right? And there is specific thing about this alkanes. There is a rotation of this carbon-carbon sigma bond around the axis, right? Such type of isomers are known as conformers or rotational isomers, or in short you can say rotamers, right? We'll see that what are rotamers. Here it is shown about conformations of alkane. Now how this rotation about the carbon-carbon single bond will take place, we'll see that. Here it is normal perspective formula of ethane. You can see CH3, it is ethane. Now here what is happening? Actually we are rotating these 3 hydrogens around the axis. You can see here the hydrogens are rotated towards 60 degree, right? It is rotated clockwise 60 degree right hand side. So now this isomer is rotating actually around this carbon-carbon sigma bond. It is twisting around the axis, so both are considered as rotamers, or you can say rotational isomers, right? And this is Sohor's projection. It is a same 3D projection. You can see here. Here this is first carbon and second carbon, and this is carbon-carbon sigma bond axis, and these 3 hydrogens are rotated towards right hand side 60 degree. You can see here these 3 hydrogens are rotated towards right hand side, so both are rotational isomers. This first one is known as staggered, second is known as eclipsed, right? Here staggered conformation, it means that the hydrogens are on opposite side to each other. You can see these 3 hydrogens and these 3, they are opposite to each other. Well, here you can see hydrogens are parallel to each other, this first and last. Here also this hydrogens are behind each other, it is known as eclipsed, means hidden around, hidden behind each other, it is known as eclipsed isomer. Same way in Newman's projection, it is a 2D presentation of this same structure. This first carbon is shown here, right, and these 3 hydrogens are shown here, these 3 hydrogens, and these 3 are behind this carbon over here, right, and this carbon is not shown, it is hidden in this 2D projection. And now we are rotating these 3 hydrogen right hand side 60 degree, these 3 hydrogens right hand side 60 degree. So now you can see here this hydrogen is going over here, right, this hydrogen goes behind this hydrogen and this will go behind this hydrogen. So these 3 hydrogens are now hidden behind each other, so it is known as eclipsed conformation, right. So this is how conformers, they will rotate the carbon-carbon sigma bond around the axis, and such type of isomers are existing mostly in alkanes as well as in cycloalkanes, right. So that is about conformational isomerism, or you can say these are conformers of each other, rotational isomers, right. So next we'll study about some more types of isomers in detail, right. So thank you all of you for joining this online session, right. Thank you all of you, have a nice day.